Alright, so it's coming down to the wire. Moved my Marnius and friends up here to basically clear those guys off. Because I need to clear them off. I need at least one objective out of this. We're still looking at his really nasty close combat unit. That is really nasty. Basically, I'm probably going to try and do some charge here, see if I can immobilize it or stun it or something. I don't know if I'm going to charge there or not. I think I'm going to just hold my ground. And if he decides to go through and tank shock me, I'm going to death or glory, because it is the end of the game, and I need to kill that thing. If I want to get two and win just by the first objective. I only got one shot, so we're going to just see if I can shoot it first, and that'll take a lot of stress off. So, multi-melta. Misses. Good job. The problem is he doesn't have his hands on the gun. That's the problem. See, he's not shooting him when he can't have his hands on the gun. Alright. Gotcha. Alright, so kind of went pretty well for me here. Charged in and wiped both squads using Marnius and the Thunderhammer Terminators. They caused a massive amount of wounds, and yeah, they literally didn't even get to take a leadership because they got wiped out. I got some good consolidate moves, so it's going to force him to move his vehicle through the terrain again, which, I mean, I might get lucky and I might get immobilized. Probably not, but you never know. Otherwise, I've given them pretty good cover save with the Terminators being in the way. Over here, I moved them far enough so hopefully when they get out, they can't charge. As for these guys, they didn't really do anything. The guy jumped on the wispy cloud, and that's about it. Yeah, I mean, I tried to use grenades, but obviously it was a wing and a prayer trying to get sixes to hit it. So, yeah, that is it.
All right, Sisters of Battle, end of round 7 movement. Owing to some dangerous terrain tactics that I've come to employ with the Sisters of Battle, and thankfully I've bought dozer blades for every vehicle I have, I was able to not get tied up in the terrain here as I tank shocked through the remainder of the tactical squad. They attempted to death or glory thanks to Marnius Calgar's special rule of automatically passing. However, they dinked off the front armor yet again, and I ran him over directly, pulling the Rhino into position to contest the objective there. Following through, I pulled the immolator off the terrain over the massive altar here, crashed up on the objective to tie up this objective and contest that as well. At that point, since round 7 automatically ends the game, we've got into a position to contest 2 objectives and own the third one of our own that has remained in the backfield the whole time. So, end of movement round 7, Sisters pull out the win. All right, we've finalized, after going full round 7, end of game, the Sisters of Battle, Sisters of the Righteous Holocaust, have finally pulled off the win for the grudge match, 2,500 points, of this war game scenario between the Sisters of Battle and the Ultramarines. Andrew, thank you for playing with me.
Yeah.
What are your impressions of the game, and how did it go for you?
Well, I think I was kind of looking at a tough opponent, particularly on this map, considering it was close quarters fighting, which is where you excel firepower-wise. I was pretty much winning as far as the charges were going. Shooting, I was kind of getting outshot because I couldn't get any lines on anything. And then there's just too many vehicles, which usually becomes the problem whenever I play against it. Too many vehicles being able to contest or tank shock. But I feel like I played stronger this game than, I mean, I did all the plays I could have made. Some of the rolls could have gone a little better, but, you know, he got screwed on his reserves, so
and
that's what I was saying.
I think you had just about the same number of vehicles that I did, including your dreadnoughts. So.
Yeah. But most of them didn't even get to fire. They got blown up. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was rough, but it was a fun game. Definitely fun.
MVPs?
Not my librarian. Marnius. He made my game. Pretty much, the fact that I had Marnius actually kept me in the fight because there was some huge combats going on in the middle from pretty much the beginning of the game that were not going my way at all.
I think my candidates would be my MVP for this game.
Yeah, she held on for, what, 4 or 5 turns? That
Yeah.
was your leader? It was four or five turns, or like 6 rounds of combat, something like that. And she took out an assault squad after getting charged. So, yeah, it was pretty rough. But that's where the dice go sometimes.